Hello, Geekscape. This is William Bibbiani reporting from E3. We're here to talk to some of the developers of Kane Lynch 2 Dog Days. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Carsten Lund, and I'm a game director for the story mode of this.
And my name is Kim. I'm game director for the multiplayer part of Kane Lynch 2.
Fantastic. Now, we just saw a bit of a demo here, and you were talking about a lot of the features you're very proud of. One of them was realism. You were really pushing for, and you were talking about how realism has a style, but how do you create realism in a game where everything has to be done in a computer?
I mean, it's about using your eyes, right? It's about figuring out what is that people will react to in this whole realness. We did a lot of research into how this actually looks and feels, and figured out that it's a lot about visuals, but it's also about a lot of other things. I mean, it's a lot about camera movements and the way the sound behaves. The way, if you want to tell a story like this, you have to tell it like a POV from over the shoulder all the way through the game, and the way the story plays. Everything we did went into to create this feeling. So the fact that it's on a computer didn't really, make that big a difference, as long as you know what it is you're trying to achieve, right?
But you wanted to use that realism to tell a story. Now, why don't you give our viewers a bit of a primer? What can we expect from the story in Kane Lynch 2 Dog Days, as opposed to Kane Lynch 1 Cat Days?
Dead men.
Dead men.
The story, I mean, it's a story about these two guys, right? They're kind of each other's opposites, right? And they're the perfect match at the same time. But when they get together, everything kind of blows up around them, and it's the same thing in this, right? Lynch is living in Shanghai, just relaxing.
Does he get shanghaied in Shanghai?
Yeah, he does, the hard way. But I'm not going to tell you how and what it's all about. You get to figure that out for yourselves. But the fact, I mean, he's calling in Kane for help. He's got a big deal, an arms deal coming up. Doesn't know anything about it. Needs some help to do it. Kane comes in. Once these two guys get together, they start screwing up in ways that get them way past the point of no return, and they need to fight their way out of all the problems.
And it seems that this game takes place in a very specific amount of time.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's like 48 hours.
Now, do they get to sleep during that, or by the end of the game, do they start getting kind of logy?
Not much sleep. I think you can feel that they're getting tired. Okay. It's hard work. Will
that affect gameplay at all, or are we just gonna look?
No, it's going to be the same intense experience all the way through, but you can see it on them. Slowly they start to, it wears them down.
I picture the last cinematic is just them napping.
Yeah.
Get a bit of a sleep. Let's talk a little about multiplayer. You're very excited about the multiplayer. Last game had the Fragile Alliance game mode where you get to go on a heist, and the idea is that someone might betray the rest of the group, and you've made some improvements to that?
So, yeah, I think we kept the core of Fragile Alliance in there. We think we had a good game going on, but there was a few flaws in there. It was too easy to become a trader, and it was too easy to escape as a trader. And all the gameplay features that we worked on was really to make sure that you always have a second chance in this game. And also at the same time, I think we made it more rewarding being a trader, and actually also at the same time more rewarding escaping as a trader, and therefore we worked a lot with the trader situation, making sure that there was a higher risk becoming a trader, but at the same time a higher reward for it. So,
is there any reward for not being a trader? Like, is there any incentive to not do that, or is every game pretty much going to turn into eventually you're going to have to kill some guy in Paraguay or whoever you're playing with?
So the game starts as a 8-player co-op. Everybody works together, and it doesn't have to be a trader in every round. I mean, you don't have to become a trader to actually win this game. It is a huge reward to actually become a trader, but it's dangerous at the same time. But if you see all the other players dying, and you're looking at the enemies, and you see a couple of enemies actually fighting one guy, and you think, should I help this guy, or should I kill my teammate and become a trader? Okay, so the AIs may outnumber him and kill him, therefore I just sneak this way around and do nothing. So you don't have to be a trader to actually win this game, but this game is really about looking at the other players, figuring out how do they play, where are they, and when is the best situation to become a trader, if ever. Not necessarily, but you never know how to play games.
That sounds great. It all sounds great. No, my last question, there's a lot of talk there's going to be a Kane Lynch movie. Did you ever think about making one of them just look like Jamie Foxx? Anyone? Because how do you resist that?
Yeah, I mean, we're we're not working with Hollywood on this.
Yeah.
I mean, to us, it's actually just totally cool to have, you know,
You can ignore Jamie Foxx.
just yet another franchise, you know, turn into a Hollywood movie. That's just really, really cool. And we're great fans of both Bruce Willis and Jamie Foxx. And I mean, we don't really know anything else but that. But it looks like it could become a really, really cool movie. Let's see what happens.